Hey, okay, it's working now, good. First stream, lost connection, I don't know why. Okay, we are on the mid-level escalators. I've just passed the first hurdle that way. But for those from those that are new, this is the longest outdoor series of escalators in the world. And we're going to take a nice scenic walk up them, then head east to Sai Ying Pun, then go down their escalators, and then we'll end it hopefully with a nice view. It's getting hotter, but the temperature, how can I say it? All the cool ladies getting their feet done for the holidays. Hello, Virginia. But their feet and nails done, just over here. Hello, KV. Hello, everybody from Periscope who's now joined me here. So in the morning, it's when you wake up, it's getting cooler and it's darker, obviously, and then the humidity sort of comes in during the day. You're not waking up to extreme humidity. I haven't been in Central for a while, so hopefully there's some things here for me to be amazed at as well. But good question, Sam. This used to be it used to be called Aluminium. It was a decent furniture shop, but I guess there's not enough customers. But then a lot of shops have closed down. There used to be a vitamin shop there. Closed down because of the thing that is affecting many people around the world. Can't mention it here, otherwise you get demonetized. And obviously some other things that are playing out in Hong Kong. So the point of the middle-level escalators is to facilitate commuting. Yeah, no worries, Eric. The point of the mid-level escalators is to facilitate commuting down the hill as quickly as possible. So before 10 o'clock, these escalators go down and then they switch them on up after 10 o'clock. So it helps everybody get up. And the mid-level escalators start in central Shengwan area and go all the way up behind it as well. If you're new, how did you find this stream, might I ask? No, I don't, Sam. Can't stand it. And if you are new, lots of things in Hong Kong are dual language. So you can see, look left, and then there's the Chinese part of it. This used to be an Under Armour shop. Now it's a, well, as you can see, it's a coffee shop. I can Gallardo, but it'll probably be closed. Yes, because we're on YouTube, smash the like button or like the smash button. I forgot to do all that stuff. I'm so out of practice with YouTube. I'm glad we're just having fun, even if there are just 11 people here in the live stream. You see the confines they have to work in to try and fit a brand new apartment block? Oh, there's the other building. Thank you. This for ages was closed and you couldn't get in, but this used to be a prison built by the British. We're gonna have a quick jump inside. And down that way is LKF, Lan Kwai Fong, the drinks district. But you can get access for free. And then we'll get back on the mid-level escalators. There's a... Oh, it's closed. Okay, you can see the sign still. The frying pan, 24-hour, it's open 24 hours a day. Just eggs, everything to do with eggs, but it's closed. probably one of the other victims of the economic crisis that's affecting us. Oh, that's a real shame. They did really good, lots of eggs. It's closed down permanently, but oh yeah, this way. So I'm getting my temperature checked here. Thank you. And yeah, just a quick look. This is the courtyard of the prison, where they've kept most of the architecture. Hello, Martin. Thank you for joining. Built by the British in the 19th century. That would be the 1800s. Hook is just closed because it's too early for fish and chips. So maybe I'll do another video here another time. At the moment, there isn't a lot of there isn't a lot to do, and I don't know the exhibitions. Plus the signal, so it'd have to be an edited video. Okay, let's get back on the mid-level escalators. It's a public holiday here in Hong Kong today and tomorrow, so it's a 4-day weekend, as Homer Simpson would say. So today is the national holiday of the creation of the People's Republic of China. Tomorrow is Mid-Autumn Festival. He did, Sam. It's hooked. We'll be walking past it, I think. But the middle-level escalators, most of the people who are using it, most people here are sort of ABC Chinese and internationals or expats. Oh, okay. I'm excited by the fact there's a new 7-Eleven here. Used to be a Subway. Okay. We have Marks and Spencer here, if you didn't know. Little taste of British. But you can see the middle-level escalators as we look up in the distance. Can I zoom on YouTube Live? Yes. I forgot you could do that. Oh, a new Korean. Okay. I'll definitely check that out another time. Again, I haven't been here for so long. There's a new Korean. There's a new Manor. That's a sort of vegetarian, vegan restaurant. We're on Staunton Street if you want to check it on the map. And here are lots of bars and clubs that are just full of expats. You know, relatively speaking, not really that far. This was supposed to alleviate the traffic as well, the whole escalators. This is probably the second best place for pizza in Hong Kong. Martorino. What was that long comment? Do you think less tourists come to Hong Kong since? Yes, there is a huge drop off. That's why a lot of the bars and clubs have closed, just like we have here. But yeah, so the mid-level escalators were supposed to facilitate or alleviate the roads, give people an attractive option to walk instead of drive down in their private car. But it turns out, hello, Ria. It turns out that it didn't really. Other people found an excuse to drive anyway. I'm really interested to watch this on the replay, since the video quality is much better than it is on Periscope. We've got a Greek restaurant there. Down the road is an Argentinian steakhouse. There it is, Pampas. But let's count them. There's one there that's closed. Yeah, should have done YouTube. I'm going to do YouTube more often. So tap the bell if you're interested. Definitely going to do more live streams. Hello. Hello, Joseph. Hey, Joseph's here. There's a blast from the past. They're under renovation, of course. That's 2. There's 4. There's another one that's closed here. This was quite a busy street when it came to drinking. Okay, that's new. I don't know Pub Vegan. This one's closed. Very strong guy. I like the aesthetic on this one. But I don't know what it is. You see this here? They don't make them like this anymore, where you've put the actual Chinese characters on the gate. Ria or Kevin can actually attest to that. Now they probably, the more later ones, will probably just have this replicated here again. Staunton Street, I think I was on. I'll double check in a minute. I'm not sure. So, yeah. Sorry. Another one closed, another one closed, closed. Look at them all. That's supposedly a hotel. It says it's hotel, what is it? Hotel Colombo. It's terrible, really. Ah, I saw her before. Yeah, very traditional. Let's get closer to them. I was more, on Elgin Street. Thank you, shop sign. These ladies are in the traditional Chong Sam. Or what Kevin said. I'm going to ask them. Hi, sorry, what's the occasion?
What's the event?
Yeah, what's the occasion with the Chong Sam?
Oh, it's for fun.
Oh, okay. Okay. Fair enough. Have fun. I'm not Victoria, no. For those jumping in, we are doing the mid-level escalators, but we're just taking little detours, finding interesting things as we're going about, and I'm attracted to some visuals and some music. I can hear some temple music, but I can't find it. I think it's that way. Now we're back on Staunton Street. Here is a tiny little temple. They're going to burn some incense, make an offering. My neighbor actually lit a fire in the corridor. This morning, smoked out the corridor. Oh, it's up there. Not just a sale, a crazy sale. No, well, it's still early in the day, so I wouldn't expect too many people here, but it's still kind of busy, active. What was that comment? Wow, I take it there was no damage to your building. To my building? No, because it's well ventilated, so they just smoked it out. They got a, not one of these, but they had like a red traditional style bin, and they burnt everything in there. And it's strange really, because there's a temple just outside my house. So they could have just gone downstairs, but they didn't. That's an okay place to eat pizza. It's nice to see the Argentinian place still around. Only because it's unique. How many Argentinian restaurants are there in Hong Kong compared to, say, Italian restaurants? You know, on a bad day, I get 17 viewers on Periscope. So I'm quite happy actually, there's 18 people here. Yeah, I'm sure. Hello, Fabrice. Just remember that if you are from Periscope, you've probably got a different profile username, so I won't know exactly who you are. Just found your YouTube channel. Great. But I don't know which David is. Oh, look how they're saving space. They're putting everything out on the outside of the window. And the little temple, or little place to do offerings. Hong Kong people are very clever like that. Hooked is over there. I think I know Beck's Ria. Oh, is it opening in 30 minutes? Maybe on the way down. Oh, I can't go on the way down. And besides, it's 30 minutes, then plus 20 minutes for him to make it as well. Yeah, I haven't got time to get any hooked. Another time, I did ask Matthew if I can have the ability to make a video inside his premises. Ah, Boss Park. Okay, yeah, Carl. I want to point out this this street name to you. You see that? Red Naxala Terrace. It's actually Alexander with a A-L Alex and yeah, Alexander backwards. And the Chinese person who put it up first, because there's a Chinese misinterpretation of the name. And so they read it backwards somehow, and you get this now, the street name that's stuck as Red Naxlia. It's cute. I'm glad they kept it. I've never been this way. I see lots of people walking this way. Oh, that's a nice breeze. But there was an article, I can't remember, there was a whole article about weird street names in Hong Kong. Oh, it's just a thoroughfare. But saying that, you do get these old buildings. Well, now you read it as Red Naxlia. They didn't change it back. And even here, the Red Naxlia, that's the name of this building. Huge tower block. So they're running with it. They're going with it. There's the rest of the escalator. That must mean there's a lot of pets in the area, if it can have its own veterinary service here. Oh, that's nice. Bloody breeders. Mosque Street Pet Services. Is this called Mosque Street though? So there's another veterinarian service here. That's 2 vets and that pet service. Mexican Cantina and Bar. That's not closed down. It just opens later. Cool. There's a Feather and Bone here. So Feather and Bone is like a delicatessen. It's got all your imported beers, foreign cheese and meats. Right, so there's one there and there's one there. So it's also a restaurant. Yeah, Mosque Street. Feather and Bone is, but for fresh meats, I think it's a reasonable price to pay. Lattes are 35, tea is 35. Take away coffee over there. That's kind of reasonable. I've only ever had Mexican food one time. Well, I can't. Clearly, we can't see that. That's invisible. What a shame to have a private garden there. People can see what you're doing. There's another one. Pet services. These old buildings, the apartments will be bigger than the modern ones. I really like these buildings for the space, and I like the sort of Art Deco style. They should never bring them down, but they do. You can get a sneaky peek just of the mountain in between the 2 buildings there. Good. Okay, I thought I've seen these around. You just donate your old clothes, but it's not locked. So that means that it's okay to start donating clothes again, with regard to, you know, what's happening that we can't mention on YouTube. But the thing that is causing a lot of problems and shutdowns. So that's the other side of this Art Deco building. The old apartment replaced. I mean, I don't mind these ones, but they're just too small. For the price you pay, not as though I can afford it. And the windy streets are courtesy of the British, just so you know. Make maximum use of this Dutch angle. So dramatic looking. I think there are, I can't think of any actually. You mean roundabouts? Yes, there are some roundabouts actually, but not in the city. On the southern side, there are a few. They're a great invention. So here we are. We're now at the, well, this is it, Michael. We're at the end. When I first came here, I was exploring. I wanted to know what was at the top. And I didn't even get a Starbucks for my curiosity. Instead, we just get Conduit Road. And that's it. Behind here, there's a really interesting walk where you climb through this person's garden and then you can go behind all the tall buildings and you end up in the middle of the back of Shangwan somewhere. Right, now we're going east. What was that, Kevin? Are those pants still hanging? I don't know. No, actually, the last time I went there, they were gone. So no. They're not there. I don't mind that colour. There's more things to worry about in life now. I don't mind that colour at all. You can't even see it from the bottom of the mountain anyway. A lot of Teslas. I want to cross the road. Maybe. Hiya. Let me cross. Okay. Oh, I thought it was something more interesting. I just saw the no. I thought that was an exclamation mark, but number 15, whatever that is. Oh, really? No, it's part of the. There's a couple of aqueducts. Oh, my pavement runs out. There's a couple of aqueducts in Hong Kong to just relieve the water flow coming down off the mountain. Yeah. Oh, we nearly missed. Nearly got an accident there. But I've got a break in the traffic, so I can cross over. Ooh, a Maserati. A lot of these you can't see from the bottom of Hong Kong because there's a tower in front blocking the view. But this one we're coming up to is styled, I guess like a throwback in style, this one with the grass. Oh really, Kevin? It's about time. For those that don't know, there's like a payment card you can have in Hong Kong. I don't know if there are that many new viewers here. Virgin's not from Periscope, but this one's well worn. But you can pay for a lot of things with this, and taxis weren't on this scheme. But Kevin says they are, so that makes life a lot easier. But it's this building with the forest sort of growing out from the side, which a lot more buildings should do. But the turf on the bottom, it's not a good touch. There's one actually 20 minutes from me that does the same thing. Hello to who is it? A Absolute. Yeah, high doors and ceiling as well to make it feel more grand. Really? In China, they're really going for this. So some buildings have forests on top. Like that's the old style because obviously you've got a garden there. So that's just normal. But here they're now building it on the side. Also, if you use your coupon card regularly, you can now... Oh, okay. That's another Maserati. I can start walking more, so I get a bigger rebate just by not going on these minibuses. Save myself some money. And I make a log of it, and I want to save up the money that I'm saving. Sorry, I want to make a record of the money that I'm saving, and then put it down on an Apple Watch. So in essence, I get a free Apple Watch. I paid off the current Apple Watch just by walking everywhere. Because some places I need to catch the MTR and then catch the minibus to get to someone's house. But most of the time, once I know the route, I can just walk. And save myself, what, about $50 a week maybe from walking? There's another one over there. The waterfall thing. I like it, but I'm going to buy the new one. And I know someone who's going to get me a discount. So the discount plus the walking and the money I've saved, I'll get it really cheaply. Just in between these two buildings, you can just see Kowloon over there. I like it. Obviously it tracks my fitness. And timers is actually something that I never thought I'd actually want to use so much, but with all the yogurt making I do, it's perfect just to have it there, leave the phone somewhere else. And I've turned off all the notifications so I don't get buzzed. I only get buzzed by everybody on iMessage. That's it. So only a select few can get me all the time. One of the downsides to all these big buildings and the way they designed them is the fact that there's a lot of sort of empty space right in front of you when you're walking around. And it would be better if obviously there was some life and you could have some shops here, but instead you got all these just vents. Am I on Conduit Road? No. Yes, I am actually. Wow. You and Kevin, Vicky. Excellent wingmen. I'm going to cross over and show you this building. These are the buildings that I like. Yeah, one of my clients offered me a discount. Said, oh, I know a friend who can get you a discount. I'm like, okay. Can I get the Apple Watch, please? But I can't get a discount on the new iPhone. Another Tesla. Never see such a high preponderance of nice cars down the mountain. Maybe they just drive them exclusively on the mountain. Get their flex on. What's my favorite district? That's a good question. No one's ever asked me that. My favorite district. Depends on the context. If it's for periscoping or live streaming, then definitely the Yaomate area, because there's so much going on that you can show to people. And I used to live there anyway. Otherwise, if it's for checking out coffee shops and get some nice food, the zero waste stores, then Sai Ying Pun. If you want to get out into the nature, then definitely something like Fotan, way into the new territories. That's fine. I like that. Old buildings, if it's for old buildings, then Yaomate again and Wanchai. There's lots of nooks and crannies you can explore in the city. That's the thing, you know, building everything on a mountain, there are some obvious gaps and you can just go down a side street and you're like, oh, what's this? And there's some designer store there. I mean, I'm not interested in the designer store, but the fact that they've dumped themselves there is special. Maybe there's like an obscure coffee shop there as well. And then you think, well, how do you operate your business? But it's probably so local, or they own the property so they don't have to worry so much about the rent. Red brick. There's a red brick building. It's very rare. They don't normally do that here. Every district has a lot of charm, different character. So nothing really stands out as like the place. Not even where I live in Quarry Bay. Got old buildings and new buildings, it's modern. And it's got hiking and little nooks and crannies, but still. That's true. See, this looks like almost a country road. in the UK. I saw that little sniff. Give me a little side sniff. Yeah, look at this one. Growing out of the wall. It's a lot cooler up here as well. See something like that. It's wide open. Yes, Kevin. Like, I probably lose signal in there, but like, that interests me, that fascinates me. And it's been there for so long. It's rusted. The box leaves it open. No one's bothered to move it. Right? And then no one's an idiot to just take advantage of it and ruin it for the rest of us. In some places, actually in many places in China, you can just walk into a big building and you'll say, I'm going on the roof. And security are like, oh, okay. They don't have that same level of fear, or they haven't been, there's no negativity. There's no negative perception, or there's no questioning. Well, obviously they'll question you, say, what do you want to do? And you go on the roof and they're like, okay, fine. But it's not like what they do in the West, where everything's all locked up and you can't get on the roof. For whatever reason, there's a reason for not wanting to do that, or not allowing it. I mean, and in Hong Kong, they're like the West. They'll stop you from getting on the roof, but there are other places where you can just have free access to. And nobody cares. I need to hope I'm going the right way. I'm probably not, but I need to take a left, a right, and go down. Lovely big balconies with gardens inside. No, I know pretty much where I am most of the time. I don't need a map. It's fine. What radio play is this? Is this mine or another one, Kevin? I'm trying to finish my radio play off, but I need to tie up the ending. Oh, thank you. What was interesting about it? It's interesting to see the slice of life on this side. This is what everyone does here. But in Quarry Bay, nothing would really change perceptively to me. Obviously, fewer business workers and commuting happening. But on this side, everyone's just walking their dogs, hiking, enjoying the nature because it's so accessible. Yeah, it's same for me, always. here, almost everybody here is an expat that we're looking at or listening to. Very few Chinese. And if they are Chinese, they're speaking American. I mean English, sorry. But they're speaking with an American accent. Yeah, it's almost all expats. Robinson Road, it says here. But I'm going to cut through the park. Let's get some change of scenery. That's where the 56 begins. Always wanted to know. Okay, view time. I know where I am now. This is a hospital, or an old hospital. It's like a museum now. I've never taken you there. Oh, someone's doing a food panda. This one. I'm going to zoom in on this one. Again, my love for old buildings. I'm not sure, Martin. So Kevin, what was the thing? What was the thing that was interesting? Sorry, I'm going to talk a little bit about Star Trek now. It says Oaklands Avenue, and then we're going on to Littleton Road. Someone else has to do some burning. There's a comedian on Netflix, something Cheong, and he was talking about the Chinese ghosts and how they're so different from Western ghosts or Indian ghosts, and how the Chinese ones, they need feeding, but other ghosts around the world don't. It's only the Chinese ones. And in Chinese culture, if you burn a Tesla, a paper version of a Tesla, then your granddad, let's say, will get the Tesla. But if you burn a coffee maker or a fridge, or you burn a kitchen, he gets those things as well. But you still need to feed him with food. It's one of those strange contradictions in this culture. That you've got to constantly feed ghosts. You've got to burn money, paper money, of course, obviously, fake money, you know what I mean? You've got to burn that, burn a car, a house. Sorry, I'm just curious what you're burning.
Something for the ancestors and maybe the god.
Yeah, but you're giving them money.
Yes. Yeah, for them to use in the heaven.
For the IKEA in heaven.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Kind of.
No. It's a very polite sign here. Dogs not allowed to discharge dirt in the common areas of the building. Yeah, I'm too far east. I've got to get back. I think I'm above Sai Ying Pun. I think I know it. I've got work in about an hour, so I need to stay near the MTR. But I set my mind to it. I had to do a YouTube. Okay, I nearly walked past where I need to be. I'm above it. We're going to come up against some other lovely Chinese buildings. It's a bit redundant, actually, isn't it, to say Chinese? I love that. They've got a fan outside on that apartment. So some of my plants, I've cut them off a bit, and you can put them in a bottle of water and they'll keep growing. Like this one here. And I'm trying to fill my bathroom with green, and they're growing inside the light that's available. No worries. There's our Starbucks. These banyan trees, I think they're banyan. They had to cut these down because supposedly they were going to provide structural problems, and it really annoyed people here because the trees are so precious and people valued them so much. And now they've grown back, which is nice, but I guess they'll be moderated and they'll try to cut them down later. This old building here, I want to get closer to this one if I can. It looks better at night time. It's not really owned by anybody at the bottom. No one's on the first floor, but there's a light on in the second. Yeah, they have a good spot. They have a Pizza Hut. But you can see how it's merged with the next building. That's what they used to do. Squeeze them in like that. This is where we're going to go next, down these escalators, because we are now in Sai Ying Pun. I knew I nearly walked past it. I just love the growth. All the green, just let it go. You got to think like the capabilities of what they could build at the time allowed for the little, details that we've got here. Now you can just demolish the land and build whatever you want, and there's no character to it. Whereas this walkway, it's a nice character. I like it. This building is also something that I admire. And you've still got the old. Well, you got the fans. Fans are very nostalgic for me when looking at Hong Kong. It evokes memories, as does this building, and that curved corner to it. You just don't get that anymore. Okay, 50 minutes to get to work. We're going to wrap up soon. It's been a good hour though. That's a normal Periscope length chat discussion at home. Good. There's fewer people here, less morons. I'm restricted as to what I can say. Can't rabble on about politics. Can't go off on tangents. So this is High Street. I've got a friend working here in a wine bar. I'm going to end it on that walkway over there, that blue walkway. But I need to figure out a way of getting there. Alexandria, or Rednaxlia, as they say in the street names of Hong Kong. This area, well, I say recently, but relatively recently, they got the MTR. But this is an old neighborhood, lots of old buildings and shops, old people, and they expected to be able to jack up the rent and bring in the expats, but it hasn't actually happened. This woman will take your temperature if you go inside. This one as well. This security, marking security. But there you go, there's one of the remnants of the old buildings. And then no doubt they're putting a brand new one here at some point that's bigger. Right. Let me get my bearings so I can get on this walkway. How do I get there? Do they not? I'm so close yet so far. It's like a weird level of Mario. How do I get there? Maybe in that building. Oh, well they're checking nearly every building now. You see this one, this apartment block, we were talking before about the front face being plain and boring. This one, they've made use of it and put a garden there. But it does mean sacrificing some space. But now you've got a shared area for everybody. That's what it should be like everywhere. You know, if you can just squeeze the building a bit and make it taller, then why not? It's better than just looking at a brick wall all the time. Right, let's go inside the street market, if only for the purpose of getting on that walkway. Hello, Scotch. Hello, Canadian. Oops. Right, after this taxi. I think I have to go down to go up. But for those just jumping in, how are you screen? Oh, because 720p on YouTube. It's not whatever it is on Periscope, and I've got the bandwidth. Yeah, this scope's wrapping up. I'm just trying to find a nice place to end it. So we're going to go inside here. Ooh, air conditioning. Slowest escalator ever. It's almost meditative. Okay. She checked my hand. Alright. Okay, how do I... Another temperature checker. Okay. Sorry, thank you. It is. I'm trying to get on that walkway. Sorry. I want to end it there with a good view. Well, I've been scoping for just over an hour. Here we go. Okay. So people have made it a picnic area. Here we go, finally, for the first time, even for me. Much better. So, down there, way in the back, we've got the motorway, which is on the outside of the island. Makes sense for all the heavy traffic. Down there, you've got Kowloon Bay as well. There's loads of little markets. Another time, we'll have to do that. IFC in the distance, tallest building on Hong Kong Island, and then. Thanks, Sam. I'm going to do more of these on YouTube. Right, this is the end shot. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, tap the bell, and smash the like button, all that jazz on YouTube. And my Twitter is @JonathanJK. And see you all soon. Bye-bye for now.